Ayoko na pala. No, ano ba pinagagagawa ko sa buhay ko? But anyway, Diyos maray na aldaw sa Indogabos, like super legit and all. Today, I'm gonna tell you my story. No, mali, mali. Today, I'm gonna tell you the power of storytelling. I grew up in a small town called Daet. It's the home of the most, it's the home of the sweetest pineapple in the world, Formosa. It's a simple town in the province of Camarines Norte. And Camarines Norte is the first province when you enter the Sogayon na Bicolandia. It's actually my home. It's where I grew up. It's where I first fell in love. And it's also the home of the first ever Pantayog ni Jose Rizal. During my childhood days, well, just to give you a quick background of where I came from, our house is in the middle of a wide rice field with big trees, like super legit and all. And during my childhood, together with all my amigos, my kababata, we always play at our backyard. So our backyard back then was my favorite playground. No internet, no seesaw, no swings, just the trees, the masitas, or the halaman lang. And from there, we always play hide and seek or tagu-taguan. We always hide ourselves in those big trees and those mayayabong na masitas. And oh, I remember back then, one of my favorite game to play is Bundok Bundukan. So it's a game wherein we build small mountains using the soil of our backyard. And what's interesting is that sometimes whenever we build that small mountains using our soil, the palm of our hand smells like udo. Well, teacher Laika and all those, non-Bicolano speakers, it's your job to know what's udo. Because here in our province, or in the province where I came from, our comfort room is so flexible. Whenever you feel it, anywhere, go for it. Teacher Laika and all those non-Bicolano speakers, your assignment is, what's udo? But hey, there's a weird thing happened to me after we played that hide and seek and hiding ourselves in a big tree. Suddenly, the next morning, I got sick. Ooh. Yeah, suddenly I got sick. But what's interesting here is that in my province, I don't know with you guys, but what's interesting in this story is that every time na magkakahelang kami or magkakasakit kami, we don't go to Dr. Adrian. No. Right? We seek, we look for the mas famous pa kay Doc Adrian. And that person is Changuya. Changuya, yeah, a woman. Yes, a woman of identity. So every time na magkakasakit, magkakalagnat kami doon, we look for this famous person, Changuya. She is a folk doctor, an albulario, like super legit and all. So we then went to Changuya and started our consultation. And I remember vividly, I'm very vulnerable that time and together with my mom, grabe, feels like nagraralaad na yung body ko that time. Ooh. She performed Santiguar. Santiguar is a traditional healing in my province wherein the healer use a plate, lana, take note, lana na 2 pesos lang dapat, na binibili sa tindahan, and a candle. So what happened there is the healer, sinisindihan niya yung kandila and binaburn niya yung likuran ng plate. And from the image that would be produced sa plate, she will have her diagnosis. What's that? X-ray? You got it right. Tama, parang X-ray ng mga doktor. But since I'm a Conyo Bicolano, I call this one as, no, not Santiguar, but plated X-ray. You know, plated X-ray because from these images, weird images, dito daw makikita kung bakit ka may lagnat, kung bakit nagraralaad or umaapoy yung lawas or like yung katawan mo, like super legit and all. And yeah, Changuya then looked at the plate with weird image with her intense eyes. So natatandaan ko habang tinitingnan ni Changuya yung image dito, naririnig ko yung chirping ng birds sa paligid ko and the rustling of the wind. Walang background, but it feels like, ooh, parang nasa Pedro Penduko ako. Because together with the background, maaamoy ko rin yung amoy ng insenso. Kasi aside sa pagsasantigwar, meron din siyang tinatawag na suob. But we avail this one kasi mas pangmayaman yung santigwar. You wanna know the cheapest, yung cheap version nito? Yes or no? It's called suob, but that's so old-fashioned. I call it vapology. Because it use vape para mahil ka. So medyo cheap yun para sa amin. Dito kami sa plated X-ray. Right? So, based on the image na nakita ni Changuya, she then made her diagnosis. And sabi niya sa akin, this is her diagnosis for those non-Bicolano speakers. Noy, sain ka nagparasiring? Kapalpalan mo kaya? Ara mo ng igwang dakulang puno sa likod nito, baki nagkawat kapaduman, lugudan, magagadanon ka na. And my mom, syempre, natakot siya. Mawawala yung pinakabunsong anak niya. By the way, I'm the youngest of the 5 siblings. Syempre, precious ako bunso. Diba? And I'm a mama's boy. I'm super proud of it. So natakot yung mom ko na, Changuya, anong gagawin namin para at least hindi na ito maulit? Para kahit papano, in the future, hindi na magkaganito yung anak ko. Kasi bata pa lang ako, well, habulin na talaga ako ng mga taong lipod or engkanto. So madalas talaga ako nagkakasakit. So, based on that diagnosis, ano yung gagawin namin doon? Ito yung sinabi sa akin ni Changuya na sobrang powerful that up until now, ginagawa ko pa rin. And the reason, siguro, kung bakit hindi ako nagkakasakit. Changuya to. Magagalit ba kayo pag hindi ko sinabi kung ano yung sinabi niya? What? That's unfair? No. Alright, sige. Mabait naman ako. I won't tell you kung ano yung sinabi ni Changuya. Yeah, I won't tell you that. Hindi dahil trip ko, pero dahil I wanted to prove to you that storytelling is powerful. Naging excited, naging focused, naging engaged kayo on the stories. Sa story na sinabi ko sa inyo from my hometown, which is the sweetest home of pineapple, the home of the first ever bantayog ni Jose Rizal, hanggang kay Changuya na nagsasantigwar and vapology, hanggang sa smell ng udo. Right? Imagine pa natin yun. And what you've experienced is the increase of dopamine in your body. And that's how powerful storytelling is. Hindi mo pala kailangan magpapogi. Hindi mo pala kailangan umungo like, grabe naman yan. Like Jessa. Hindi mo pala kailangan gawin yon para ma-increase yung dopamine ng kausap mo. Storytelling itself is a dopamine creating. And you know, ang storytelling, how powerful it is, ito ang nagbigay sa akin ng daan kung bakit hinire ako ng Johnson and Johnson International. The power of storytelling, also the reason why may naririnig kayo ngayon na Bicolano sa airwaves ng Metro at Mega Manila, which is dominated by Tagalog speakers. Can we have a round of applause for that? Dude, this is a representation. Representation created by storytelling. And, oh, I work with Manila Broadcasting Company right now. And nasa content din ako, so yun yung nagbibigay sa akin ng kabuhayan ngayon para hindi magkarala kaga yung tulak ko. Siya yung nagbibigay sa akin ng pagkain ngayon. And because of storytelling, sa industriya na ginagalawan ko, engagement is a must. Our goal, is to increase the dopamine of our listeners. Because ibig sabihin, kapag ini-increase namin ang dopamine ng mga listeners namin, mas maraming advertisers, mas maraming opportunities. And you know, increase of dopamines, yan yung naging reason kung bakit nauto ko yung mga organizer ng TEDx para papuntahin ako dito sa red dot na to. Kala nyo, Rar! Powerful, right? Powerful ang storytelling. Almost half na ako ng presentation ko and gagi pare, nagkarilingawan ko yung susunod kong sasabihin. I almost forgot na magpakilala sa inyo. By the way, my name is Greg. Secret yung apelyido ko. But I'm the man behind Konyo Bicolano. So mapapakinggan ninyo ako Monday to Friday sa 90.7 Love Radio Manila and sa mga online streaming. What? Wala po akong OnlyFans. Masyado kayong nag-e-expect. Mapapakinggan niyo ako dyan. And yeah, I'm a radio host and a content creator. But you know, 12 years ago, prior being a radio host and a content creator, I'm just Greg. And I remember these words telling to my mom. Sabi ko sa nanay ko, 12 years ago, Ma, kapag nagkaroon ako ng trabaho, ako naman yung manlilibre sa'yo ng burger sa favorite nating fast food. Ma, kapag nagkaroon na ako ng trabaho, I promise you, hindi na tayo pupunta kay Tiangkuya dahil pupunta na tayo sa doctor pag nagkasakit tayo. At sabi ko sa mom ko, Ma, kapag natupad ko yung pangarap ko, lagi kitang isasama sa lahat ng events ko. However, 3 buwan bago ang Grand March ko sa college, na pangarap ng nanay ko, she passed away. It was so sudden. Really sudden. We are all shocked. All my 4 siblings were shocked. I was shocked because I'm a proud mama's boy. My world was shattered because my mom was my world up until now. Siya yung dahilan kung bakit ako nagsusumikap. At siya yung dahilan kahit parapalpalin ako sa school, kailangan kong magpursige. And lesson learned. Treasure every moment with your parents. Because you'll never know. Baka maging sudden din, wala na sila. Hindi sa tinatakot ko kayo, but it's the sad reality of life. Huwag sanang mangyari sa inyo na up until now, wala kayong family picture. So take every chance na magkaroon kayo ng family picture with your mom and with your dad. Because ngayon, wala akong matinong family picture with my family. And yes, way back when I was in high school, my dad passed away. See, the excitement, masyadong excited yung mga magulang ko sa pagiging peaceful ng buhay nila. And it was really painful. Questions ngayon na nandito pa rin sa dibdib ko is, Ma, bakit mo ako iniwan? Sino na yung magtatanggol sa akin every time tutuksuhin nila ako na bading? Every time na walang maniniwala sa akin because you cannot speak well ng people, nor Tagalog, nor English. At sino na yung sasama sa akin kay Tiangkuya pag may lagnat ako? I'm sure some of you ay na-touch sa kwento na ito. Some of you ay nakarelate. And your seatmate right now, at ikaw, ang nararamdaman mo habang pinapakinggan ang kwento ko at ng nanay ko is an increase in oxytocin. See, from being, whoa, ang happy naman, to, oh no. That's the power of storytelling. Empathy. Isa ito sa mga sikreto ng ilan sa mga successful na content creators na kilala ko. Empathy. All their contents are relatable. It feels like, nararamdaman niya ako. It feels like katulad ako ni Diwata, or it feels like katulad ako ni Kinito. Right? Empathy. And empathy happens kapag nagkakaroon kayo ng shared experience. And that's what we do sa storytelling. Well, according to this theory, to this communication theory, empathy happens when there is an overlapping of experience. And imagine, if there are an overdose ng overlap of experience because of those stories, it'll inspire a lot of conversations. It will inspire a lot of stories. Well, I have to move on. At kailangan kong i-activate yung happy hormones ko because I don't have any choice. Life has to move on. Lahat ng ginagawa ko ngayon ay para maging proud yung mom and dad ko. So, every time na nalulungkot ako, anong ginagawa ko? Every time na naaalala ko yung mom and dad ko, anong ginagawa ko? Well, I just watch few videos. So, i-activate natin yung happy hormones natin with this video I created few months back.
May darang to karol. To karol. Ah, dyan to karol. Dalagan boots.
Uy.
Hala, Jessa, nadadangog mo ito. Garo may nagsisit-sit sa tuya.
Dahil kaya nilalandian na kita ni taon liput.
Ay, kung ganoon, tabi po, apo.
Uy, dito sa
Sa
taas.
taas daw, hala, nagliwanag ang to karol. Oh, si Sayan. Ay, ma.
Uy, Jess, ako yung
Hello,
Bicolano.
broski. Anong ginigibo mo dyan?
Actually, I'm looking for my ikos.
Ha, nawawara ang mga ikos mo. Digdi ka tanga ni madamog taka.
You got it right, Jess. Nawawara yung mga ikos ko and I can't find them. Matatabangan mo kaya ako?
Ako na lang ang matabang sa imo, ta medyo palpal ngunyan si Jessa.
Hala, bida-bida.
Yeah.
Yan, oh, akala ko makakatabang ka niya, de.
Oy, hala, napaparong ang ilaw ko. Tabangan nindo ako.
Paikuton ta ang kamot nito karol, tanganing maglaad siya ning todo.
Broskies, use your kamot para paikutin ang handle ni Tukarol and you sing Tukarol, roll, roll.
To karol, roll, roll.
Tukarol, roll, roll. You are all mauorag na mga aki and all. Ngunyan, ibahan ninyo ako para hanapin kung nasaan ang ikos ko.
Suso yan.
Ito ba ay ikos?
Isus.
Ito ba ay ikos?
Palpal.
Ito ba ay ikos?
Hindi,
Or how
Ay,
about
tabi po ako.
this? Ikos ba ito?
Yan.
Sa wakas, nahanap ko na rin ang mga ikos ko. Let's go mga love kong ikos. You make tagbang na. Come on.
Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow. Wow.
Uy, salamat ha. It's time for me to make uli na.
Tama, uli na.
Oo, malalatob ako ng mom ko eh.
Ala. Meow. Ayun na, tama. Barag-barag pa kami.
Thank you, Jessa and Boots. Ingat kayo.
Dahil mo kami isumbong kay mama, ha?
Lakas ng trip ng mga batang to eh, no? Well, I'm Jessa. I'm also the man behind Jessa and all those characters sa mga dinadub ko rin. And what you felt, kung ano man yung naramdaman ninyo kanina, inis, galit, puot, or saya, that's endorphins. And that's the power of storytelling. Every time na nasasad ako, every time it feels like, oh, hindi na niya ako mahal, gusto ko lang tumawa, nanonood ako ng mga happy videos. And how do we create endorphins? So basically, papatawanin lang natin yung isa't isa. Papangitiin lang natin yung isa't isa. And believe me, hindi ako isang magaling na estudyante. I don't know with you guys, bakit kayo natatawa sa akin? Seryoso ako. Are you guys kapay na ba and all? Or nalalado na kayo? Um, anyway, sino pa ba dito yung gustong malaman kung ano yung sinabi sa aking secret ni Changuya? Gusto niyo pa bang malaman? What's that? Gusto niyo pa bang malaman? Okay. Well, yung sinabi sa akin ni Changuya is, kapag nakakakita daw ako ng malaking puno anywhere, para hindi na ito maulit, I should always say, tabi po apo, or in Tagalog, tabi-tabi po. Well, sa mga words na to, hindi naman siya ganun ka-special kasi being a probinsyano, madalas ko na siyang naririnig sa mga sa nanay at sa tatay ko, sa mga kapitbahay kong chismosa. But what makes it special is naniwala ako sa sinabi ni Changuya. And dude, kung ano yung sinabi ni Changuya behind Tabi Po Apo and the story about Tabi Po Apo or Tabi-Tabi Po, it transcends time. Dude, up until now, kapag nakakakita ako ng puno, I would always say Tabi Po Apo kahit nasa BGC ako. There's one time nasa IKEA ako, nasa MOA ako, and there's big tree. Sabi ko talaga, Tabi Po Apo. So beware, baka yung katabi mo ay isa ng engkanto. So please, confirm, magsabi ka sa kanya ng Tabi Po Apo. And see, actually, pwede mo naman talagang sabihin na hindi totoo yung sinabi ni Changuya. But that's my point. Si Changuya ay isang albularyo. And hindi niya kailangan maging si Conyo Bicolano with these numbers of followers para maging isang effective and great storyteller at magkaroon ng immense impact sa isang tao. Because all of us are storytellers. Yup, storytelling is powerful. However, storyteller immortalizes the story. Ang pinaka-goal ko talaga dito ay ma-convince kayo to post your story, to tell your story. But upon having a conversation earlier this morning with some of the content creators na maririnig ninyo, isang doktor, isang teacher, at isang coach, na-realize ko na sa generation natin ngayon, dapat careful tayo sa pakikinig sa mga stories na nakikita natin online. Because take note, stories are powerful. Katulad ko, pwede nating paniwalaan yung mga bagay na wala namang basihan. Yes, storytellers are powerful, but you consumers, more powerful. You have a choice para piliin kung ano ang mga stories na makakapag-contribute sa inyo as an individual. However, kahit sino man kayo, you don't need to be this like kurot-kurot yung buhok to engage your audience. Walang format ang storytelling. Walang specific format or template ang isang great storyteller. Remember, Changuya doesn't have any professional license. Pero nagkaroon siya ng malaking impact sa akin. And I challenge every one of you, right after my talk, filter the stories na dapat ninyong pakinggan sa radyo, mapanood sa TV, at mapanood online. Ladies and gentlemen, youth of different colors, all our guests outside Bicol, it has been your honor to be the first speaker this afternoon. And it has been also my honor to represent my region with these colors. I am your Oragon Broski, like super legit and all, Conyo Bicolano. And this is my story. Sa pili, ano nga bang meron sa Bicol para piliin mo rin?
Mia Vegas Rock 21 from Bato Camarines Sur, Bicol Region.
Libong pulo ang ginawa, mga hiyas na
nakadamog ako, ninhunin sa rong gamgam.